So I posted a video before showing some groups from the Feddersen 16.25-inch barrel. And in the last couple weekends, got a chance to shoot just briefly again. So here's some of those results. This was outside, about 38 degrees, no wind previous weekend. These are 3 sets of Fowlers with TAC 22. Not too bad. I did not measure these out since they were all fouling rounds, but not bad groups at 50 yards. After opening up with the TAC 22 to foul it out, switched to the Eley semi-automatic Benchrest Outlaw and shot really good. Did not really consider that ammo would. Had the box in my ammo case. Thought, well, let's just shoot this, see how it does, and it actually did pretty well. I don't have averages out here, but without the flyer, we have 0.2 by 0.33 grouping right off the bat with that. So I guess you could call that the outlaw Fowlers. Here, same thing. Shot a 10-shot group here. 0.222 by 0.364 at 50 yards. Happy with that. Granted, this is still less than 150, 200 rounds through the barrel. 100 rounds, or 150 we're coming up on here. Little flyer sticking out here. This is another 10-shot group. So I measured this out. If we count everything, the group was 0.512 by 0.675. If we take out the 2 flyers, the 8-shot group is 0.28 by 0.198. Not bad. So there's 3 10-shot groups. The Feddersen barrel, Eley semi-automatic Benchrest Outlaw, all 3. So we continue to just decide to shoot the rest of the box. These again are not measured out. At the top, a little ragged here. Had a little bit of wind at one point. Not too bad. It went away pretty quickly. Again, we're coming up on 150 rounds, moving toward 200. Measured this one out. Another 10-shot group. We count all 10 shots. We're at 0.512 by 0.226. I think it's respectable for a brand new barrel at 50 yards. If we just count the 8, well, actually the 9, it would be 0.335 by 0.226. Again, pretty good. Then I had a box, a remaining 10 rounds from Eley Ultra Long Range, the notorious didn't perform as advertised ammunition from Eley. I bought some, wasn't impressed with it. But then the more I read about it, there was a lot of comments from Eley saying, well, this is ultra long range. If you're shooting it below 100 yards, you're not getting the effect of the design of the ammunition. They refunded the money, kept the rounds, and bought some other Eley ammunition. So I just decided to shoot this. Let's clean out the box. What's in here that we should just shoot? If we count all 10 rounds, 0.43 by 0.643. New barrel. Historically crappy ammo, apparently. And that's what we get. If we take out these 2 little flyers, the 8-shot group is 0.23 by 0.36. Totally respectable at 50 yards. So had a chance to shoot for a bit today. Some people might say, oh, you got to cherry pick your groups, but sometimes I cut them out because I've shot other rifles at the same time. I decided to leave this one together to show that. Here I'm shooting a Clark TAC 22, and here's the Feddersen barrel on the 1022. Fouling rounds over here, center to center, 0.37 by 0.75. Not all that great. But as we keep going across, and each one of these had a flyer. Not sure what the deal was. TAC 22 red box But if we look at the groups without the flyer, the average group size is 0.126 for these four. Taking this flyer out, we've got a group of 0.25 by 0.26, sort of a cool, very nice center-to-center group, average of 0.2595. And over here, without the flyer again, 0.073 by 0.096. Really nice grouping for a relatively unused barrel. Up here we move to the CCI green tag. Not too bad, but nothing to really write home about as compared to the TAC 22 below. A 3 and 2 set here, average of 0.285. Little vertical stringing here, 0.421 on the average. Average 0.374. Again, counting all these, 0.5 by 0.68. Center to center, 0.28 by 0.469. Again, sub half inch at 50. And the final one on this particular target today at 50 yards is a better grouping with the green tag. We were moving on because we were running out of time at this point. But here, overall 0.593 by 0.404, center to center 0.373 by 0.184 with an average of 0.2785 center to center on the group. Not tight, not bug holes, but for only less than 200 rounds being put through the barrel, I'm not dissatisfied. I'm not unhappy with that. So we ended up the shoot today moving to SK semi-auto before. This was at an indoor 100-yard range. This is before we ran out of time and were asked to leave to give other people a chance to shoot. Fowler's measured center to center 0.32 by 0.46 on the SK semi-auto. First group shot here, center to center 0.304 by 0.202, average of 0.253, not bad at all. And then the final grouping for the Feddersen barrel, 5-shot group, 0.545 by 0.332 overall, center to center, 0.325 by 0.112, or an overall average of 0.2185 for that group. Not bad. I know some people. When I went in and bought the Feddersen to replace it on my son's gun, hadn't heard of them before. Couldn't find much on YouTube. Did some reading online. Thought, well, you know what? For the price point, it's a great opportunity to take a chance on a barrel. And so far, we're not unhappy at all. Really want to be able to stretch this thing out to 50, 70, 50 with more different types of ammo, 75 and 100, seeing what it'll do as it sits. So that's it, the recent update on the Feddersen 16¼ inch barrel, sitting in front of a kid bolt in a standard Ruger 22 receiver. If you're shooting a Fedderman, let me know your thoughts on those barrels in the comments. If you have any other questions about Feddersen barrels, the little bit that I know, I'd be glad to learn more. Thanks.